Rain and showers. We've had a fantastic week, week and a half of really beautiful weather. So the rain has started today, which is quite welcome in a way because what is spring without rain? I'm just standing here in the door of the lodge, looking out towards the back of the cottage. Been planting trees. There's been a few trees planted in the garden today. A mulberry tree and a crabapple. And also a lot of blackcurrant bushes that were grown from seed. So they're just on the other side of the arch, the laurel archway, just to the right, on the other side of the path from the lunacy garden. Now I've got some photographs that I've taken today and I'm going to be writing a blog and putting that up on the website. So I'll post a link to that underneath this video. I'm also going to post a link underneath this video to the page on the blog where you can purchase the book, A Cottage in 3 Acres. I think everything really has been more or less on time this year, spring-wise, because I've been walking the gardens and looking at the various flowers and shrubs and trees that I've kept a pretty good record of, when it comes to detailing, right down to the day of the month when they begin to come into flower or at least bud. So some of the things like the roses, and you can see here just on the back of the veranda, the roses appear to be a little bit ahead of themselves, but not that much. Sometimes spring comes a little bit early, and summer, which is when the roses on the veranda are normally out, that can happen sometimes in mid to late April rather than the beginning of May. Because of course Beltana, which is the Celtic summer, begins on the 1st of May. And the 1st of May is indeed the festival of Beltana, which, as you can imagine, is celebrated with great glee here, because I named the cottage after the month in which I first saw it. Just a short lull now in the rain. We'll just have a little look here. So you can see there's a beautiful kind of a haze, like a colourful haze over everything, where the buds are thickening and blossom is out, and that lovely lime green there of the euphorbia. We're coming towards the end of March. I think the end of March is Friday. And then we have the beginning of April. The bird song is very strong now. They are truly into the mating season. And I was just looking up at this wisteria today, and you can see the buds very much thickening on that. The wisteria is beautiful, and the blossoms are spectacular, but they don't last too long. You can see here, look, some real thickening of buds happening there. And all the time the lovely wood pigeons calling out their song. I'm not going to go too far out in the garden because this rain is a little bit unpredictable. So I'll stay as close to the cottage as possible. See, there's still quite a lot of blue sky there. The rain is intermittent at the moment. And then I pan over here and the sky is quite dark. That's towards the north. Just walk around the front. A little bit of a gap there where I've cut back the bamboo. But that was much needed. Needed to get some light in there and to open up that path. Every so often, you know, you have to go in and do a little bit of hard pruning and culling. And it does ensure that plants that sometimes are on the verge of dying off because of lack of light can suddenly come back into full vigour. Sky looks quite dramatic now, doesn't it? All that dark cloud, that rain cloud, it's moving over towards Kilronan Mountain. Because when I pan round here, look, you can see this magnificent blue sky. And the cloud is literally just in a huge band, moving over towards the north. And there's the sun out. I'll just show you the quince here. The quince has come into blossom. I know many of you appreciate these little videos, especially those of you who are still waiting for the spring to come in, who are out in Canada and parts of America. But when it does come in, it comes in pretty quickly. You've got to be prepared for it. You've got to have most of your hard landscaping done and your cutting back done. I mean, I'm still behind, but I never do catch up with myself, which is quite a lovely thing. It means I've always got work to do. And I don't think there's anything worse than being bored and having nothing to do. So you can see some of the dogwoods there, look, they're starting to leaf out and they should be cut back. Oh, perhaps 4 or 5 foot taken off them. So hopefully that'll be done this week. To see, in between the showers. And there you can see all the buds opening up in the horse chestnut. Beautiful sight. And how the ribes have greened up. I mean, that's just amazing. This here's blackcurrant. And we've got some beautiful little blackcurrant flower buds coming on there. I'll just pull back so you can see. You can probably see those little purpley grey, white little buds. Sounds like a tractor on the road. And I've only just cleared the euphorbia growth from last year. See all these big swathes of golden brown, and you can see already there's the new euphorbia, look, pushing up. So I'm going to leave that there, because if there is a hard frost then they'll have a little bit of protection. Come on, Jack. Lovely colours. Absolutely beautiful. Colours of spring. Walk back up this way. Still staying close to the cottage. Look how useful one slate can be. Just ensures that any water that comes down from the downpipe is kept well away from the walls of the cottage. It drains off into the gravel. Come on, Jack. Good boy. So a lot of the laurel here has been cut back now, and the fuchsia and the dogwood. You can see the dogwood, it looks quite bare at this point in time, but the buds will start thickening and we'll get some nice new bright red growth on there, which is always welcome. And the buds are thickening on this beautiful red maple. It's a gorgeous tree. It's an odd shape, I know, but not long after I planted it, a big ash tree that was over there on the bank fell down and crashed all the way through this tree, and it took off every single branch of the young tree. And so now we've got all these interesting shapes of branches growing, kind of giving it character. So, if you want to purchase one of the books, as I said at the beginning, there is a link underneath this video. There'll also be a link posted to today's blog, which I'll be writing a little bit about the soft fruit garden and planting the mulberry tree. I've waited for 13 years for a mulberry tree. Finally got one. I had a very kind donation from, I don't want to mention his name, but I had a very kind donation, and I used that to buy the mulberry tree and the crab apple trees. So, hopefully the weather where you are is starting to look good. As you can see, that little shower has passed. Bye everyone.